Before the specialist Roger Lester does the colonoscopy, there are a few formalities.
Hello.
Hi Lynn, how are we doing? All right.
Waiting in eager anticipation.
So we went through this already, what we're going to do. So, effectively, colonoscopy, if we find any polyps, we'll take them out.
Yeah.
The hospital needs your consent for any kind of procedure, including colonoscopy. And your doctor will want to talk to you and deal with any worries you might have.
Yeah, fitness-wise, no problems at all.
I've had this before, but lots of people are frightened and nervous about having it done. What would you say to them?
Well, I think most people are frightened about what the result's going to be. Okay, they're frightened about the procedure, they don't know what it involves, but they're particularly frightened because they think they may have cancer. And why do they think they're going to have cancer? Even young people, because they know somebody who's had cancer. How is it found? Endoscopy. So they automatically assume, my doctor said I need an endoscopy, I think he suspects cancer. In reality, less than 10% of people do end up having cancer. Many of them will have polyps or they'll have colitis, which is treatable. We can take polyps out and actually prevent cancer. So the total number having is small.
Here I am. This is it. Now we'll see if I've got any problems since my last colonoscopy 5 years ago. It's natural to be worried, but I know I'm in the right place if there is a problem.
Is that all right? Is that comfortable?
Yes, fine.
Before the colonoscopy, you'll be given an oxygen supply and something called a cannula will be inserted into your arm so you can be given sedation.
Feel like you've had a couple of glasses of wine, really, just nicely relaxed.
It won't normally put you to sleep, but you might feel a bit woozy.
Can I have the wine instead?
Yes, it's basically a combination of a little bit of pain relief and what we call an anxiolytic, which reduces your anxiety. Okay, your oxygen level is absolutely fine.
Good.
So you can watch yourself on the screen.
Stop on the screen there.
Yeah.
And as you go around, if you see things and you think, oh, what's that? Just feel free to ask. And we'll...
Just a little bit of air going in there. And you will feel it moving around a little bit inside you.
Yeah.
You've done a great job with your preparation. It's nice and clear.
That's because I stopped putting food yesterday morning and I was...
Yeah.
By now, you'll hear I am feeling woozy.
You've really done really well. That's absolutely perfect.
It's not troubling at all. I can't feel anything unpleasant.
Good.
The trouble is, any problems are buried deep in the body, and this is the best way to go fishing for them.
I'm just looking for the way through here. And there it is.
Most polyps you find don't turn out to be cancerous.
No, the vast majority are not. In fact, the most common kind of polyp has no relation to cancer at all. And the ones that are related to cancer, by removing those, it actually prevents cancer. So, take a little bit more of that fluid out there.
Yeah. That's the black coffee I had earlier.
Right, okay.
So marks out of 10 so far for using the prep properly.
Oh, 12.
12, good. Yeah. You know what, I can feel you up here somewhere. Are you up here already?
I've actually just turned your colon by
and
turning this round.
It's a kind of, almost a kind of tickling sensation.
Yeah. And I think we're coming up probably to the last turn.
So that was really quick. You've got right round the question mark shape towards the end.
Yeah, we're coming to the end now. So what I'm going to do now is to come back very slowly. I want to look at every single centimetre of this valve.
How long should a colonoscopy take on the way in and the way out?
It varies. I think the important thing on the way out is, I think there's no specific time, but that you look at every single bit. And on average, it takes between 5 and 6 minutes coming out. And maybe there's a little polyp there, perhaps.
Really?
Yeah, I think there probably is. So we'll just have a little look. But this is tiny. Remember, this is magnified 25, 30 times. Okay, so
actually you're looking at a real little tiny bit of my valve.
2 millimetres, at the most. And that looks as though there's a small polyp.
So is that on the bottom of the screen now a little flat bump?
Yeah. And if you
which
look,
could turn into a polyp?
Yeah, I think it is a little flat polyp.
If they do find a small growth, as they have done with me, they may want to take it out so it can be investigated. They do this by inserting a wire down the colonoscopy tube and removing the polyp.
Close. Open again, sorry. Close. So it's completely taken the whole lot.
Yeah.
Again, you won't feel this. I'm just going to tug this away. You won't feel that. And that's the polyp gone completely.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea is that cancer is completely preventable. If you take polyps out, you prevent cancer. And it takes, as I said, that 10 years to go from nothing to a cancer. It's a very preventable disease.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take that air out for you now. So that's excellent.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
And I think bearing in mind the fact, as I said, it takes 10 years to go from nothing from polyp cancer,
That feels great.
you're not going to have any problems at all.
Thank you very much. That was so easy, not for you, but
Not
for
for
me. It wasn't. It was very comfortable. Not a problem.
Good.
And having no problems, having found that there's no cancer lurking in there, that's great. Thank you
because I
very
think
much.
even people like yourself, you think, well, is it going to be all right? Because you've always got that fear.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fine. It's
Yeah,
great.
lovely.
Good.
Thank you very much.
We'd live to 100.
I'd like to.
Absolutely. We'll do your colonoscopy on your 99th birthday or something.
Thank you
How's
very
that?
much.
What we're going to do now, we're going to
Okay.
now take you out into recovery.
Lovely.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Very well.
Yep.
Once the doctor has finished, you'll be taken to a recovery ward where you can get over the effects of the sedation and where the nurses can keep an eye on you to see that everything is okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to pop your oxygen back on.
I'm going to put this on your arm.
All right.
Blood pressure.
Thank you.
We'll just keep you here for about 45 minutes or so.
Yeah.
And just to track your progress on the recovery.
Lovely.
You'll be glad of the rest. The only problem is it means waiting a bit longer before you can have anything to eat or drink. Oh, and since we filmed my colonoscopy, I've got the report on the polyp they found, and just as Roger Lester said, it was nothing to worry about. Well, my colonoscopy was good news, and I'm now having a lovely cup of tea. I'm feeling a bit woozy. I'm glad I've got somebody to drive me home. But if you're told that you need a colonoscopy, I hope you're now feeling reassured. You don't need to be nervous or frightened. Most of them turn out not to be cancer. And I wish you a long and very healthy life.